Can you hear me now? I'm using this mic, so I can't tell if like when it's blinking it makes noise or if when it's still it makes noise. Can you guys hear me? Tell me. I'm gonna put these in though so that then I can make sure monitor the sound or whatever. Okay. I was saying I'm gonna change the color on I'm gonna change the color of the light because I don't know. This is not the regular is not giving me a vibe. But this is an important topic today, y'all. I'm a little off schedule because I was trying to get my tea, I was trying to get my incense, and then I went to the streaming uh service or whatever, and it was like saying like, oh, you have to connect your camera, and I'm like, oh no, I wasn't trying to do that type of stream. I was trying to do it from the webcam. So, because it's a whole process with the camera. Then the camera needs like a lot of life. I don't have like a battery extender, so I don't have time for that. But I will be doing like higher quality streams like in the future with the camera once I get the extender. Why can't I hear myself? I'm supposed to be able to like hear. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna break this down into portions. This topic of rejection after I change the color of this light because it's bugging me and I don't like it. So let's put it on RGB in the first place. Let me see. Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me hold on. I'm trying to change it to the color I want from it because for some reason it won't let me do it from the app today. So y'all know I love my purple. That's what we're gonna do. Period. Tell me if it's like good or if you feel like it's not, that great quality. Just let me know so I can adjust. I feel like it needs to be like a brighter. Yeah, like this. Okay. This is giving me more of a vibe. All right. Ooh. I fuck with this. Okay. Oh, I'm trying not to curse. I'm really working on that. All right, so let's get into it because I already wasted like 4 minutes talking, putting on my earrings, doing all of this stuff. So let me tell y'all. So I'm not gonna sit up here in front like this is not like hard for me to get on here today because it is. I was just gonna like skip out, but I just felt like since I took so long to do the live in the first place, I just thought to myself like, you know what, let's just go ahead and get back on schedule with the lives and set everything up as things do. So I went ahead and I did that. um I don't know, I'm feeling like I should just use regular light. I'm not gonna lie. What do y'all think? Regular or colored? Whatever, we'll leave it colored for now. Y'all tell me if you like the lighting because, and I know I'm holding it up, but I don't care. Listen, because that's important to me. Does it look blurry? Does it look clear? Like, because I know like the purple light can kind of mess stuff up sometimes. And I have my incense here, y'all. I know y'all could see like the little smoke and stuff. I didn't put together my other one, my backflow incense. I gotta do right now. But is it all right? I thought it was blurry. That's what I was thinking. Maybe let me see. Let me use like something. Let me use a napkin to kind of wipe off the thing. But it might be the color. that's making it blurry. It might not be that. Let me see. Cause I keep like a who is that? I keep a sticker over my webcam. Y'all, those of y'all that know me, y'all know that I do that. The sticker, because I'm like paranoid that I'm gonna get hacked or something. I don't know. And somebody's gonna be watching me like while I'm naked because I be leaving my computer open and stuff. So like the paranoia from that. And I'm sorry, y'all. That's a paranoia that's never going nowhere. I'm always gonna do that. I can't help it. It should be clear now. It looks clear to me. It was the probably from the sticker. Tell me if it's good now. Jaden is saying to put the light, but listen, I feel like this is giving me something to live for. This color. All right. So let's get into the topic. A lot of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all don't know like any of the things that have happened recently, but you know, we're going to get right into it. I'm not necessarily telling my business on here, but we're going to talk about this. We're going to use this as a learning experience. We're going to use me as the crash dummy for the learning experience so that y'all don't have to experience the same thing that I did. Okay. So y'all don't have to go through it. And this is a life lesson for those of y'all who are stubborn and unwilling to change, unwilling to, you know, to grow and to blossom into the person that you deserve to be and you're meant to be. And I'm gonna use myself as an example for this, as painful as it is, because the wound is still, the cut is still new. You know what I'm saying? It ain't stopped bleeding yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. So, with that being said, guys, rejection. I want to talk about rejection, and I want to break it down into a couple of you know, I don't want to say subcategories, but I just want to break it down into little pieces. Now, we know rejection. We know what it means. We know that rejection is basically being rejected from a job, going after somebody that you want to date and them rejecting you and saying, I'm not into you. It's not me. It's not you. It's me. Okay. We know what rejection is. But see, what I'm going to talk about is a different strand of it. The type that really creeps up on you, and it's a passive type of rejection because I experienced it. So I just want y'all to be aware, and I just want y'all to make sure that you don't fall into the same thing. And I just want to discuss and hear your thoughts on what you guys think from your perspectives. So definitely comment, definitely engage. So guys, basically, you know, before this incident that just happened or whatever to me, I've experienced rejection on a lot of different levels. When it came to job opportunities that I went for, when it came to maybe let's say scholarships that I've applied for, college acceptances, just different types of, you know, I've experienced throughout my life. I don't know, teams that I tried out for, schools that I applied to, you know what I mean? Different things like that. But I've never personally, and I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, in the sense of a relationship, I've never experienced going after someone and them rejecting me, because I've never necessarily gone after anybody. And I'm gonna explain that to y'all. My whole idea around not going after anyone is, you know, I'm not, you know, I do still believe that, you know, the man goes after the woman. And I do still believe that in friendships, it's like a mutual connection, or it's nothing at all when you make a friendship with somebody, right? I don't necessarily chase friends. I don't necessarily chase lovers. I don't necessarily, you know, those are like, I'm talking about from jump before the person is anything to me. I don't necessarily just say, oh my God, I need this friend so badly, or oh my God, I need this person. I don't do that. That's not something that I'm interested in. And so that reason, you know, I've never experienced rejection on that level. Now, as far as the way I've seen rejection in relationships is usually, a guy. He usually goes after a girl. And this woman, she says to him, well, I'm not interested. You're not my type, or whatever the case may be. And it's just an instant no. It's an instant no, or it's one of those easy, sugar-coated no's, like, it's not you, it's me. But it always happens before anything can really cross the line, before the boundaries are crossed. You know what I'm saying? And when rejection happens in that way, it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with rejection at all, as a matter of fact. What is wrong, though, is when you know in your mind, you meet somebody, you know in your mind upon meeting them that you are not into them, but to an extent, right? You might you might want to be friends with them. You might want to, just have them in your life as, a good friend to talk to or whatever. And you guys relate on that level, but you come to realize at some point, when let's say you flirt with them because you're physically attracted to them, right? But whether it's you're a man or a woman, in your mind, would I ever date this person? Nah. Would I ever take this person serious? Nah. Is it just like a sexual attraction, a lust thing that I have with them? Yeah. If you know that in your mind, when you cross the boundary of, flirting, and it goes from friendship into a situation or whatever, that is like, it's so important that you make that clear. It's so important that you make that clear. And the lesson that I'm giving y'all today, it's not really for the rejected. It's really for the person who puts themselves in a situation with someone that they didn't even really want to go that far with in the first place. I feel like I'm the best person to teach that lesson, because just by nature, whenever I meet somebody and I know that I don't want anything to do with them, when I meet someone and I know I don't want anything to go any further with them, okay, I'm very vocal about that. I don't believe in leading people on. I don't believe in making people believe that my feelings are more than what they truly are. I want you to know from the beginning. I don't want time to pass. This is the problem. I experienced this once and I had to learn this lesson. I allowed time to pass. You understand? And even though I was kind of, leaving subtle messages of, I'm not really interested, or saying like, I don't really want anything serious right now, as a way to softly let them down. I realized that when you keep somebody around you, or you keep somebody under you who they have deep feelings for you, that developing it, and as time goes on, the more time it's getting more and more, I realized that it's wrong and it's unfair. Why is it reconnecting? Oh my God. Okay. I'm back. It was reconnecting. Guys, let me know. I got disconnected. So just comment or whatever, letting me know if everything's good now, because okay, yeah, so I'm gonna say it over. Because it disconnected on me. So what I was basically saying was, I'm sorry, I'm trying to use the light from the candle to light the cone. But what I was saying, guys, I'm gonna say it all over again. I'm sorry. So essentially what I'm trying to say concisely is, ooh, that's strong, is is basically, it's wrong to know that someone's into you, to know that someone likes you in that way. Let's say you meet a guy and as women, we know whether a man is genuinely just friends with us or whether a guy he has a little something for us. Now, you know those guys that are like, oh, I'm into you, I think you cute, blah, 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 all that stuff, right? Why can't you just have a friend? Those types, right? You have to like separate that. You cannot have anything with them because if you know that you don't want a relationship with them, because their mind is already set on having you. Do you understand? So when a person, male or female, this goes for men as well, when you have a person around you and y'all might have a good friendship, you might want that friendship, but if you know that someone's mind is already set on a relationship and you already know that the person's mind is set on dating you, you know that they're into you in that way, you have got to, if you care about them, if you love them, because real love, you'll set them free. If you love them, you have to let them go. It's selfish to be like, well, I like the conversations we have, so even though I'm never going to give you what you want, I'm going to keep what I want, which is the conversation and the laughs that you bring to my life. No. You have got to, if you know that their feelings are there, you have got to, if you have any love, any respect for them, any care for their heart, because you leading them down, you know, a false road and to a dead end, basically. You have got to just be like, you know what, I'm done. We can't, you know, we can't be anything. And you have to just accept that. That's something that you have to do if you care for someone. And what happens is, I'm gonna give you two scenarios. What happens sometimes is that, for me, what happened with me, and another person who was into me, I was the rejecter, right? And I tried to let him know, because something he did in the beginning of our talking rubbed me the wrong way. I talked about this in another live about how we were cool and everything, and he started talking about sex, right? But I didn't see him in that way. And it's a turnoff for me anyway when a guy is immediately talking about sex, because I'm interested in a deeper connection. Sex is not everything. I don't know what people's obsession with it is, but I mean, it's a feeling. You feel it and it goes away. So if people are bonding or having relationships off of that, then it's very sad out here for you. And you will never find depth. And depth is a higher feeling, okay? It'll take you higher than whatever the sex is going to take you. You understand? Having that connection with another human being is so much more than that. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. Now, you know, he started talking about sex. I knew that I didn't see him in that way, and we weren't even on that level if I was going to see him in that way. He didn't even allow me to start liking him before he started talking about sex. So, therefore, I had to cut him. But I didn't completely cut him. I cut him in a way where it was like I just kind of stopped dealing with him as much, because I knew I didn't want a relationship with this person. He was already eliminated. And what happened was he would still contact me here and there. He was still doing him, still living his life. He would contact me here and there every couple of months, whatever. And now he has this illusion in his head. You understand? Now, because I didn't necessarily straight up say to him, I do not want you, because I didn't say it that straight and that harsh. You understand? He has this thought in his head that if you knew I liked you, and if you was never gonna fuck with me, then why still speak to me at all? That's how he felt. And so I agree and I disagree with his feeling, and I'm gonna tell you why. I understand it, but I don't 100% agree with him really being upset with me for not wanting, for still speaking to him or whatever. Because for one, I wasn't consistently speaking to him. Two, I was well aware that he was having relations with other people. And three, we never spoke on the level of intimacy. So, but I still take accountability that I'm wrong for not straight up saying to him, I don't want to be with you ever. I am wrong for not saying that. but I never led him to believe I wanted to be with him either. And what I mean by I never led him is that I never flirted with him. We never discussed sex. We never, I never, called him any terms of endearment. There was never no I love you. There was never nothing like that. You understand? So in that case, I don't feel it was wrong. I feel like it was an illusion that was created off of the fact that there was time and that there was conversation. Now, I'm going to get into the other scenario. And now this other scenario is what happened to me. So that's scenario 1, right? With rejection, where you don't fully reject the person, but you keep them, you don't necessarily keep them around, but you don't block them out your life, because it's like, well, you're cool. So if I see you in the street, I'll say hey to you, but I don't want to be with you. But you don't tell them either that you don't want to be with them. It's very important that you tell somebody that. Yes, people are supposed to read signs, but you're supposed to straight up tell them that. Moving on. Now, here's the other scenario. The other scenario is, and this usually happens with men. So and this is what happened with, with me, what a man did to me. So a man meets a woman and he thinks that she's cool. They have good conversation. They talk about, the coolest things together. They laugh. They can talk for hours. They have a pretty good connection. And he's sexually attracted to her, right? Now, he's sexually attracted to her. So for that reason, he thinks to himself, well, you know what? I'm going to see where things go. I don't know if I necessarily want to be with her, but I'm going to see where things go because I think she's attractive and I think she's cool and I think she has a dope spirit, right? And they get alone at some point, right? They've been talking for a long time and they've been getting to know each other and they're enjoying their time knowing each other. And she even mentions in their conversation what she's looking for. Not really what she's looking for, but what she wants, essentially, is a relationship, a serious relationship. Now, he knows that this girl wants a serious relationship. She never said she wanted it with him particularly. But if she's building anything with anybody or being intimate with anybody, she wants that intimacy to lead into a serious relationship, right? So he knows this. They get alone. They spend time together. They're both attracted to each other physically. So they kiss. And then it escalates. And then they get to a point where they're about to have sex, right? And I say about to because something happens. It's not that she's not into him. It's not that she doesn't think he's attractive. It's not that she doesn't think he's a good person. But she stops and she halts in the moment of like about to have sex. In the moment that they're about to have sex. Like she just stops everything right then and there. And she's just like, she's having an inner conflict with herself, right? Y'all got to stay with me. Y'all got to pay attention because I'm speaking hypothetically. You understand? So y'all have to really focus in. Now, she stops and they're about to have sex. Because she's having this inner conflict with herself. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, everything is good and everything like that. But she's having this inner conflict because she knows what type of woman she is. And she knows that she doesn't take sex as a casual thing. She knows that she does not take intimacy lightly. She's demisexual. So she has to have this connection with this man. And she has to know that this is something long term before she gives her body to this person, because in her eyes, she doesn't look at it as just sex. She looks at it as, this is my temple. This is my body that I take care of, that I take hours and hours each day to care for. And for me to give this part of me to you, for me to share this part of my soul with you, because having sex essentially is it, you can exchange you can exchange energy during that. So at the end of the day, she's like, if I want to open myself to you, I want to open my energy to you, I want to trust you on this level, trust that you won't, infect me, trust that you won't betray me, trust that you won't disrespect me after this happens. Am I doing this too soon? Should I? So she's having this conflict because she feels that she should wait until there is a solid relationship before doing this. And she says that to him. They have this conversation. She's like, I can't. I don't think I can do this. I can go through with this because what if we don't become anything? What if this is just becomes just sex? Sex ruins things. You understand? And she knows that. And he says to her, y'all gotta bear with me because this is a little hard for me to even talk about. So he says to her that he asks her, do you think that I'm sorry, y'all. He asked her, do you think that I'm gonna be different with you after this? Is that the reason? Is it because you think I'm gonna treat you differently after? And she's just like, I don't know, but I don't want to risk that and find out. And he's just like assuring her, I won't treat you different after this. Like, I won't look at you any differently. I won't treat you any differently. We still are going to know each other. We still are going to build something. We still are going to, he didn't necessarily say build something, but we're still going to get to know each other and things are still going to grow into something. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why I need this light, because I can't. I'm sorry. All right. So he says that to her, and so she puts her trust in this person. Now, I'm talking about me, but let me just finish. She doesn't really trust people. She doesn't really trust people because, she's only trusted one other person before this encounter with herself and her body. And that person turned on her. You understand? And she did everything right with that person, but it's still that person turned on her. And so she really doesn't trust people. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't trust people. She has a history of, putting herself on the line and being stomped on, being disrespected, being hurt by the people that she's done nothing but care for, nurture, and respect. And so she's very afraid to trust this person with that, because I know that in 2020, a lot of people think of sex as a damn transaction, or people think of sex as, not a big deal, not nothing much. But to her, the way that she sees herself, the love that she has for herself, it's not a facade. This girl that I'm talking about, if you meet her, you will just automatically know. If you meet her in person, you will know that she just loves herself so much. She has all of this confidence. And it's nothing fake about it. She takes good care of herself every day. She looks herself in the mirror for 30 minutes straight and just like absorbs all of that love in every day before she can step out into the world. she doesn't dress up or take care of herself for anyone else. She does it for her. And so because of this self-love, it's like, if I'm going to give myself to you, the person I love the most, the person I care the most about, you know, I've got to know that you will care for me, and that you will respect my body the way that I do. That you will, the way that I'm clean with my body, you'll be. You understand? Like, these are the things that you will never put my body in jeopardy. You will never bring any harm to me. You understand? Like, that is what it was all about. And I took a very big risk, but I felt in my intuition and in my soul and in my heart that this person was being genuine with me, that this person was being honest with me. And I took a leap of faith. Yeah, I have my tarot cards here. I don't want to get into tarot, but essentially what I did, I'm going to show y'all me. Oh, well, I mixed them up, so I can't even find it. But essentially, I was the fool. If y'all know what the fool card looks like, essentially that was me. And I'm not saying the fool as in I was a fool. I'm saying, as in here it is. I took a leap of faith. Y'all see this card? Look. You see? You see he's on a limb. He's on the edge of a mountain. No? This was me. And I said, this is exactly what I did. When this card comes up in a reading, and I'm not even trying to get into that, but when this card comes up in a reading, it's essentially you taking a risk. You're taking a leap of faith. Now, if that card and a devil card comes out, you're taking a risk on the wrong one. But that's essentially what it is. Give me one moment, guys. I've got to do something. Wait, could y'all hear me this whole time? Because I was cursing. I hope y'all didn't hear that, because that was real ghetto. But yeah, I told this girl, okay, good. Because I told this girl I was doing something, and she's just like, asking me to do stuff. And I'm just like, girl, I told you I was in the midst of something. Hey, Lishi. Okay, guys, so back to what I was saying. At least that took away some of the, emotions from everything that I was just saying. But all right, y'all. So basically, I trusted this person, right? let's say she, because I feel more comfortable speaking in third person. Okay. So she trusted this person with her body. She trusted this person with, with, I explained to y'all how important she was to herself. You understand? So I had to explain that to y'all so that y'all can have a visual, because I know a lot of people look at this topic as you guys look at it very lightly in 2020, and I don't like that, but that's none of my business. Now, basically this person, after that happened or whatever, they still were speaking, but the person became inconsistent with her. The person became inconsistent with her probably like a month later or so. The person was like pretty inconsistent with her, and they kind of just didn't really put all of the effort. They didn't really put all of the effort into, hey, they didn't really put all of the effort into her, right? Didn't really put all the effort into her. And she was, she had temperance. She was a very spiritual, very peaceful kind of woman. And so she had patience with this man, and she waited, and she said, okay, I'm not going to force you to call. I'm not going to force you to text. She believed that if he was right for her, that he would come around. And he did. But she still felt this energy of the person not taking her serious, right? And so after everything, after her feeling this way, she decided, she was a YouTuber. We talking about me, guys. I'm just gonna say it, but I'm just speaking on myself in the third person. That's all, because it makes me more comfortable. She made a video on October 4th. If you guys want to look at it, a venting video, and she metaphorically described what she was experiencing with this person, because she, as an intuitive woman, as a tarot reader, as a woman with psychic ability, she knew that her partner was not being loyal to her. Though they were not officially partners yet, she knew that this person was not only dealing with her. She knew that this person was not taking her serious. She knew that this person was not giving his all to her the way that she was giving to him. And so she would just ask him time and time again, let's do this together. Let's go here together. Let's, and she would suggest like pretty cool things to do, like pretty simple things to do. Like, and this person would just be like, well, I have something to do this day, and I have something to do that day. And they'd always have something to do. And then in the times that she would see this person, it began to be always in their convenience, never in hers. It began to become everything was convenient for them and not for her. And now, essentially, she thought to herself, I can either give up on something, me being a long-term human being, I can either give up on this and throw it away, or I can really try to see, because I do like this person, I can really try to see what's going to happen. I can be patient, and I can see, because patience is always, done justice. But the patience became being taken for granted. You understand? It wasn't really, she was being patient for things that she didn't necessarily need to wait for. You understand? And so they would just delay everything. Oh, well, we can, it'll next time or later, or and so forth. And she was, at this time that I'm explaining to y'all, she was still very calm. She was still very understanding. She had never argued with this person. She had never cursed them out. All she had ever done was probably voice her opinion in a very like regular tone with this person. But essentially, she did feel like she was dealing with someone that she didn't really know. She felt like she was dealing with somebody who was closing themselves off to her. And she started to regret. I would say, I would say, um, anyways, she was always very calm with this person. She was always very understanding of this person and all of those things. And essentially, they took that for granted, okay? Took it for granted because a holiday came and she just thought to herself, you know, just from her heart, she just thought to herself, well, I think it would be a good idea to do something, you know. She's very big on, you know, holidays. She's very big on, you know, birthdays and Christmas and Halloween and things like that. And so she said, you know what? I think that, you know, I should get this person a gift for a holiday. And she got this person a gift, not wanting anything in return at all. But this person asked her what she wanted. And this person said, she told them, and this person said that they would get her the gift that she said she would like to have. And she was okay with that. She believed that, and she trusted that this person was going to come through with their word and give her this gift. She was not pressed for this gift because she had 10 times the money for the gift. And that's just not even a flex, but she did. She had it. Um, and she had amazing friends who, if not that person, they could have got her the gift. But nonetheless, she came through with his gift. Let me tell you what happened with his gift. His gift had a special size, an unusual size. And because of this unusual size of this gift, and because of the demand of this gift, of people buying it, she ran into a roadblock. This is important for y'all to understand. This is very important. She ran into a roadblock with this gift, but she had already said way before Christmas, weeks and weeks before that, she had said December 3rd, she will be getting this gift. She had set her mind to this. She told this person this, and that's what it was going to be. She ran into a roadblock, sold out, could not find it. She went out of her way to another seller who sold this gift for an extra third of the price. Let me not say a third. I don't know. It was a maybe like 100 more, over 100 more for the price. So she paid almost double the price of this gift. But because, and the reason was because she said she would be getting this gift, and she made sure it was important that she got this gift for this person before Christmas. Very important. And so, being that it was a special size and she couldn't find the size anywhere else, she said, okay, well, my word is so important to me. This is a reliable female we're talking about. My word is so important to me, and I care for this person. So whatever I say I'm going to do, I'm going to always come through. Nothing will stop me. I might be 2 minutes late, but I will always be there the same day, and I will always get it done. And she got it done. She got it done. She got the gift. And Little did this person know, due to the overpricing of the gift, that she purchased, and due to what she had already planned and saved up for herself, it ran her a little past her budget. But she still got this gift because she felt like, I said that I would do it, and I did what I said I would do. Always and forever. Always. Her word is everything to her. And the reason I mention this in this story to you guys is because it's very important to know, when reliability is important to somebody, when a person is reliable, they need that in return. It is almost essential that they receive that in return. They don't need promises made. They need actions to be done. They don't need, to hear what sounds nice. They don't care if it's something small. Reliability is important. And if you can't be reliable on your word, it shouldn't be a word that came out your mouth. And that's just that on that. So I'm going to get back around to the rejection. I'm going to speed all of this up. I needed to mention that to y'all, though. Now, we're going to speed up to Valentine's. Let's speed up to February. Now, February, she became sick in February. And, her partner, this is around the time things became, I guess, better, and the partner was more consistent. Now, she became sick, like in the beginning of February, and this person, they were more, in February, we'll say the person was a lot more vocal about their feelings, and they, would say terms of endearment. They would be very loving, and it was clear, to any human eye that the person was into her, right? Or so it seemed. But all the while that she was sick in February, there was a comment that was posted on Instagram. I remember the day of the comment. February, what was it? She got sick on like February 4th. Like February 3rd. The comment was February 5th or 6th. And her partner, this person who was doing all this extraness, saying that they felt this way and that they cared this much and all of the above, was in fact, while she was sick, right, going behind her back and just writing, all up under some other female's comments, texting this other female, calling this other female, dealing with this other female, while his partner is at home in bed having chills. And you couldn't have told her at that time that her partner was doing what they were doing to her behind her back. You couldn't have told her that. She would have fought you to the death if you had said that to her at that time, because the way that this person was showing so much love, so much affection, so much, I love yous before bed, so much falling asleep on the phone, so much, talking about things, and you never would have thought this, right? And so essentially, March came around, and she, being an intuitive, it became even more of a, how do I say, a sharp, it was more of a sharp feeling. that she started to feel around March, because she's intuitive. So intuitive and, empaths can feel. They have the ability to literally feel something while it's happening. They have the ability to literally, like, they know when it's happening. And she just felt this wave of like sadness, this wave of like emotion, and something just didn't sit right. And whenever she would speak to her partner, every word that came out of their mouth, it just sounded like it was fake. It sounded like it was rehearsed. It sounded like it was phony. It sounded like it was unreal. And so she knew that something wasn't right. And so she said, you know what? I trust that God is going to bring it to me if it isn't right. And in the end, April, she found that, in fact, her partner was being unfaithful and betrayed her. She found out that her partner did betray her in April, and it was very unfortunate. Now, this relates to rejection, guys, because now let me tell you what happened after this. Because she, again, gave herself to this person, and because now, even more than gave herself to this person, she's been with this person for this long, and she's been fed this idea that this person loves her, right? She wants to mend the bond. She wants to mend the relationship because, like I said in the beginning, this is a woman of temperance. This is a woman that has the qualities of a wife. This is a woman who understands that no relationship can ever work without communication and resolve. This is a woman who knows this. And now she's applying these tools to this broken partnership because she wants nothing more than to just mend it. She doesn't want to hold what her partner did to her against them. She wants to mend the issues between her and her partner so that they can move forward. And now this is where the complication comes, because the partner, in their heart and in their soul and in their mind, they know that the reason they acted on this this cheating, they know that they did it because there was something in her that they didn't see. They know that they did it because it was something about her that to them they couldn't value, and that to them she wasn't enough. She wasn't good. She was trash to them in their eyes. And because they felt this way towards her and they viewed her this way, they knew in their heart they didn't want her. And that was the whole reason that they engaged with another person in the first place. They knew that they valued this other person who done nothing for them more than they valued her. They knew that. And they also knew that this other person did not love them and that she loved them. But instead of being transparent and telling her, I don't love you, you are not what I want, we are not for each other, instead of giving it up real, instead of giving it up raw, instead of giving it up uncut, they said, well, if the bitch wants to stay, then I'll just allow it. And if the bitch wants to continue to deal with me, then I'll just allow it. And I'll just be passive. I'll just be passive. That's what he decided. He said, she could just sit around here. She could just, continue to pour out her heart to me. She can just continue to, whenever I see her, I'm going to continue to smile up in her face, kiki with her, laugh with her, stay on FaceTime with her all day long, all night long, and make her believe that we're building our relationship back. All of this stuff, right? And that same person who allowed that, instead of just ending it then and there and just being real and firm in their words and in their belief, they led her to believe, she would have been throwing them away. They led her to believe she would have been giving up on something that was real, because she thought that the same way she loved them, that they loved her. And that this was just a matter of them being weak in the flesh while they dealt with another woman. And not that it was that they didn't want her, or that they didn't value her, or that they didn't, ever see her as their partner. Yep. I'm gonna talk about that comment in a minute, but I'm gonna finish up. It's not many months left to this story. So obviously, when things are not resolved, there's still animosity, and when things are not resolved, they always come back up. And that's why we as humans created the idea of resolving issues, especially in families and in partnerships and situations where you're still going to be involved with the person. You've got to resolve it, because if you don't resolve it, well, you just bury the issue inside, and it grows until it pushes itself out of you. And then it pushes itself out of you in a disrespectful way. So, of course, they come back up. And what she wanted to do so badly was she wanted to thank you. She wanted to resolve their relationship so badly. She wanted them to get back to the happy place. She didn't want this rowdiness, this arguing, this disrespect. She wanted them to be peaceful. She wanted them to do things together. She wanted, them to have fun times, for them to make memories, for them to look back and say, like, wow, like we got through all of this. We got through all of this. Like, she genuinely wanted to have that kind of relationship with this man. She wanted to support his dreams, and for him to support hers, and for them to support their own as individuals as well. She wanted to see him grow as an individual. These are the things that she wanted for him. She wanted for them to both build their careers, to become entrepreneurs, to become rich, to become successful. She wanted well for the both of them. And more than anything, she wanted him to be happy, which is why she always asked over and over and over, do you want this? And the reason she asked that so much is because she felt that if you're not happy here, I don't want to cage you. Do you understand? I don't want to cage you here with me. I love you, but I don't want to cage you if you're not happy with me. And that's why she asked him from day one, is this what you want? And he never gave her a straight answer. Never. And so May came. The month of May. May was a dreadful month, a disgusting month, because in May, she just spent the whole month of May trying to open up a closed casket. You understand? She spent the month of May trying to get to know someone who he didn't give a fuck about knowing her. He didn't give a fuck about her knowing him. He didn't give a fuck about none of that. And she wanted so badly to know this person. She wanted so badly to understand this person so that they wouldn't come into these conflicts that they continued to have. But they didn't see it that way. They just saw it as, well, I'm not into you, and, why you need to know me. If you're not into her, when she leaves, let her go. If you're not into her, don't feed her this idea. And if you have any love for her, even if it is just as a friend, do not engage in sexual activity with her, knowing that she sees sex as lovemaking. She doesn't see sex as a fuck. Do you understand? So you cannot, if you have any love, any compassion in your heart for her, you cannot do that to her. Do you understand? Because of your selfish wants. Disgusting. And so May came, and in May, she pleaded with this person about them just, if we love each other, why can't we just make it work? And they just said to her, like, I'm not ready. Instead of just saying, I don't want. You see how if the words I don't want would have came up, resolved. But you can't say I'm not ready and then add on to I'm not ready. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. You don't add that, because now you're leaving room for hope. And now you're leaving room for someone to think that something could come of this and that they're not wasting their time. But she knew in her heart at that moment that she had to let go. And so at the end of May, she unplugged herself from everything and everyone, and she disappeared for a while. And she began to focus on herself. She began to put effort into her YouTube channel. She began to plan her days and make use of her time instead of wasting it on someone who didn't value her. But she still missed this person or whatever, a little. And she really thought that this person was a good, genuine person. And so somewhere around the end of June, she spoke with them again, and they saw each other again. And they were intimate. And when they were intimate, everything just ended in tears for her, because still they told her, not ready. And they still took up her time though. And so, see, love, it's not a joke, y'all. I'm going to just say this real quick before I finish the story. It's not a game when, the song by Eve and Faith Evans comes on, Love is Blind. No, it is, because when you love somebody and then you immerse yourself into the situation and time is added and effort is put in and you spend so much time with this person and you build what you believe to be a bond, you can't see the things that you would have been able to see had you not had that love for them. Do you understand? Because had she not had that love for him, she would have been able to see that he was just using her. If she did not have the love that she had for him, and believe that he had the love that he had for her, she would have been able to see that he was using her. He was using her. She was experiencing the very thing that she spent her life trying to avoid. Do you understand that? Do you know how penetrating that pain is? You spend your life dodging men that you think will use you. You spend your life dodging experiences that you think will drain you. You spend your life uplifting yourself. You build yourself. You experience being abused physically. You experience being abused mentally. You experience being abused emotionally, psychologically, in all of the different ways, by family, by men that you date. You experience being betrayed by your closest and loved friends. Do you understand? But you still look yourself in the mirror and you make a decision. You make a decision, 2 decisions, to live and to open your heart to people. You make those 2 decisions, 2 of the hardest decisions that there are to make. You make the decision to say, the last person did this to me, but I'm not going to hold that against the next person. You make the decision to say, I'm okay with being alone and shutting myself off from the world. But instead you say, I won't do that. I'm going to still make new bonds. I'm going to still make new friendships. I'm going to trust this new person, and you trust this new person, and they don't understand the value of you trusting them because they don't know your life. They haven't been there with you. Only you know the nights that you've cried. Only you know the times that you had to look yourself dead in the eye in the mirror and say to yourself, you are worthy. You are beautiful. You deserve more. You will get through this. It hurts now, but you will make it through. They don't know, and they were not there. Do you understand? So they will never get what it took. And it's so easy for them for the words to slip out of their mouth. It's so easy for them to, and confidently and so arrogantly, they say out of their mouth to you, you shouldn't be so emotional. You shouldn't take things so deeply. You don't know my life. You don't know nothing about me. You know what I've told you. And I couldn't even tell you in words. You could never feel it with the way I could never articulate. You understand? There's no way. If I was the best person in the world, to speak, I could never explain to you those blows to the head. I could never explain to you those stab wounds. I could never explain to you what it feels like to have a permanent mark on your wrist from somebody that you hate, that you can never, I could never get rid of it. I always got to look at this, and it'll always remind me. It'll always remind me. You don't understand what it's like to have to forgive yourself for something that you didn't even bring upon yourself. You will never understand that. So it's disgusting when a person sits there and they say to you, well, you shouldn't take anything so deeply. You shouldn't be emotional. You will never understand the days when I had no emotions. You will never understand the days when I walked around numb and I didn't show my emotions and I bottled them up inside and they felt like they were killing me. You will never understand that, and I will never go back to that. So you can keep whatever you have to say about me being overly emotional, about me being, too sensitive. No, I'm not sensitive, but I understand that I have to cry, that I have to let things out so that I can heal, so that I can free myself. You will never understand how hard it was for me to open up. You will never understand how hard it was for me to release my tears, because I stood strong as a rock for years. Strong as a rock for years. And I was dying on the inside. You will never understand that because you weren't there and you don't know a thing about my life. You don't. You don't know me as far as I let you. You don't know the things that I've seen. You don't know the things that I've been through. You don't know the things that people have done to me. You don't know. So don't ever speak on how I should take something, how I should feel. I take it so much deeper because of the love that I have for myself and how hard it took for me to love myself. You don't know what it took for me to love myself. You don't know that process. When you're made up of 90% of the things that people in this world, people in this society literally hate. You will never understand. You will never understand because everything has been given to you, because everything has been spoon-fed to you. You will never understand. You will never understand being poor, on top of being black, on top of being one of the darkest shades of black. So having to be attacked by not only just whites, but blacks as well, Hispanics as well, Arabs as well, no matter what the race, attacked on all ends of the spectrum, told from a child that you're not beautiful. You will never understand none of that. And what it took to love every inch of that. You will never understand it. So don't ever tell me how to take nothing. Don't ever tell me that. Ever. Like, what? Ever. So back to what I'm saying. Now, this person continued to deal and continue to use her, right? And essentially it was just like, I don't want to be with you, but without saying it, I don't want to be with you, but I still want to have sex with you. And so, like I was saying, she felt very hurt to a deeper extent in June because of the fact that she had left this person alone. She had walked away from this person only for them to come back to hurt her. And she could not understand, if you love me, if you care for me, why would you come back into my life to cause me more pain? Why? What did I do to you? And why can't you have the decency, at least as an acquaintance, at least as a friend, why can't you have the decency to say, rather than continuing to hurt her, I will leave her alone. I will leave her alone. I will not deal with her, bro. That's all you had to do. You didn't owe her anything. She didn't want anything. She gave you back. All she asked for was just human decency. And you still fed it. You still fed the idea. And we will just fast forward. We will just skip all of what happened in June. There was a lot of psychological strings being pulled. I would say in the month of July, because there were things that were said in the month of July to her that were very disgusting, coming from someone that she loved and that she supported and that she never judged. Things about her body, things about just her as a person, and it was actually very disappointing coming from that person. Imagine someone you love, someone you supported, someone you opened yourself and your body to, right? Imagine them turning around and saying to you, imagine I'm saying to you, maybe you should get this done. This is too big. Why is that like that? You know, like, and then using your trauma against you. Knowing that you have a post-traumatic stress disorder, right? And knowing that you have triggers that come with that. And knowing that you suffer from, knowing that you suffer from depression, and saying to you, well, you're insane. Gaslighting you when you have evidence of what they're doing, and they're telling you, well, you're insane, you're crazy, you're out of your mind, only for you to find out that you weren't. And them using these words so loosely to call you insane, because they know what they're doing, essentially, because they know that, calling a person with a disorder that has a stigma behind it, and psychopath or insane, or telling them that they're losing their mind, is obviously going to trigger them. It's obviously going to make them feel, inferior, because they feel like backed into a corner. Because it's like, I can't believe that I told you this, and at the time it was a secret, and you could use this against me like this. Something that it took a lot for me to even admit that I struggled with this. And I trusted you enough to tell you that. And you used my trauma against me in your favor. Because what? Because I'm asking you to communicate. Because I'm asking you for us to work through our issues. Because I'm asking you to give me some transparency. Because I'm asking you to have enough respect for me to not go deal with other people while you deal with me. that's too much to ask. So you decide that, hey, I'm going to use her trauma against her for myself, for the benefit of me. I think it's really selfish. I think it's really selfish. And so after that, we will fast forward from July, because there are some things that occurred in July that if I said it on here, I think it would just be too vulgar. I think it would just be too explicit. And I think it would just be too much. So those things I will keep, because I probably would start crying if I said it. So I don't want to. But yeah, end of July or so, she saw this person. Him knowing that he is dealing with someone else, still came to see her and laid down with her. Laid down with her. Laid down with her, had sex with her, and then looked her dead in her face and said, well, I don't want to be in a relationship. Well, I don't want to, I don't want that. And then when everything came and crashed and burned, told her on the phone that essentially she forced it. She forced everything. She forced their relationship. She forced everything, that happened between them, and that he was just lying to her because he felt like, well, if you gonna keep asking me, then I'm gonna lie to you. So essentially, he lied and pretended that he was going to try. He lied and pretended that he was working towards something with her. And essentially, she was used. She was used for sex. So essentially, the reason I tell this whole story, the reason I tell, and that's the end. Yeah, she was used. He admitted without directly saying, he used her. He used her. And he just cold-heartedly said to her, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't care if we never speak. You need to get over it. Life goes on. Nobody that you meet right now is going to be your partner. Nobody that, you deal with at this time is going to be with you forever. Nothing lasts forever. Everything ends. Get over it. That's what he said to her. Get over it. And for a moment, because of how in shock she was, because 2 days prior to him saying this, he was calling or whatever. And she really thought, well, maybe this person cares or something. And just thought to herself, like, she pleaded with him, and just, was like, why, she just was in disbelief. And he just was like, I don't have to tell you why, and I don't want to talk. I don't want to be on the phone. I don't want to talk about this. This is not He's like, don't ask me why. You keep saying the same thing. This is annoying. Um, this is how she got treated. This is how she got treated after everything. This is how she got treated after being good to someone, after trying to understand someone, for trying to have a genuine bond with someone. This is how she essentially was treated, like dirt beneath their shoe. And they said to her, well, if you're going to keep talking on the phone, I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear this. It's no point in us talking about this. See, you're trying to force it again by talking about this. I don't want you. That's it. And if you're going to keep talking about this, I'm just going to like mute my phone and I'm just going to like ignore you and go to sleep. And because of her heart, she hung up the phone and she didn't send any hateful energy. All she said to him was, you know, she explained how she had given her the best that she could to it. And she said, you know, that she had wished that it would have been different, that they would have saw the value, because she knows her value. You know, it was never a case of that. And she just said, you know, she wished that they would have known her value. And that they would have appreciated her when they had her. And it was just so hard. This rejection, it was so hard because most rejections are quick and you know, it's a straight shot. But this was like, I mean, only way I could describe it is in terms of death. Like, I mean, you know, there's two ways you can do it. You can just shoot somebody and, as you know, it's a one and done. One blow. This was like a slow, like it was done with, you know, torture. It was like a long, extensive, you know, painful, long, painful death, basically. Right. Right. And the reason that it just really hurt so much is because it was just like she knew how she treated this person, you know? She knew that she did nothing wrong. And that's why it hurt, because it was like, what did I do to deserve the use of you? What did I do to deserve the disrespect? What did I, you know, like, and that's where the hurt came from. It wasn't, the hurt really wasn't from the loss. The hurt was more so the fact that she believed in someone and they failed her in the end. She trusted someone and they backstabbed her in the end. Used her for their benefit and threw her away. And so, you know, after she sent, you know, the message wishing that he'd find whatever he was looking for, some hours later, she thought about everything and the thoughts came and, you know, she saw everything for what it really was. And she was just like, you know what? I was used. Like, she had finally, you understand, like, saw that clear as day. I was used. Like, and I've been nothing but good to this person, wishing this person well all of this time, you know, arguing with her friends, you know, her friends who would constantly tell her, like, listen, just, you know, just do this to him, just do that to him, you know, friends who would be like, you know, let me say something, you know, like, and I would just always just be like so nice and just always just be like, no, like, you know, it'll be worked out, and just always have all of this hope and this faith in this person and this patience. And for them to just do me, for them to just do her like that. And so after that, she text, the next text that she sent to him was, wow, I'm sorry that you experienced that. I'm sorry. uh, it's it sucks. It sucks when you hold yourself up, you hold your life up and the things that you want to do for somebody, and like they just kind of like just discard you or whatever in the end, or they just use you for their own benefit as if you're like nothing, you know? And the last thing that, she said to him was, the last thing she said to him after saying, you used me like I was just some whore, like I was just some trash, as if I was just some prostitute, and you knew the value that I placed upon myself. And yet you knew that the only reason we did anything was because of the passion, the love, the emotion. It was never casual. I don't live that kind of life. You know what I'm saying? And she just said, it's done and you're nothing. And that's exactly what that person is. Nothing. Nothing. That's the end. That person is nothing. That person is terrible, because to do that to somebody who had nothing but good intentions for you is disgusting. And I'm not going to speak on karma. I'm not going to speak on, anything. We know how life works. We know what happens. But I don't have to like get revenge. Do you understand? I don't have to seek revenge. I don't have to hurt that person. I don't have to do anything to that person. All I have to do is I have to push past it. The night, well, after I sent the last message, I cried. I cried for hours. And, being that I'm a healer and stuff like that, and I heal other people, I try to apply that to myself as well. And so I went ahead and I just asked myself, what are you crying for? I asked myself, like, what is it that you are grieving? And I wrote this down, as a matter of fact, too. I'm going to read it. Well, not really read it, but I'll just say what's in it. So basically, I asked myself, what are you grieving? What did you lose, essentially? And when I thought and played everything back in my mind, I realized that I didn't lose anything at all. I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose a hair off my head, a peel of my skin. I didn't lose my sight, my hearing. I can still walk. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lose nothing. My heart is still intact. I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose anything at the end of the day. And I immediately, instantly stopped crying. It was like an instant like reaction after I asked myself that. And I believe that, like, honestly, like an angel or like God or something really pushed me to even ask myself that question, because it was just like I asked myself, what have you lost? What And I realized it's so sad though. It is still sad that it took all of this for me to see I could have let go long ago. I could have let go long ago. I could have let go. I could have just walked away. You understand? Because I wasn't going to lose anything. That person did not add to me. That person did not, bring happiness to my life. Any happiness that was experienced on my end, I had brought to myself. That person only subtracted from me. That person only mistreated me. That person only took me for granted. I thought it was a loss. I thought it was a loss. And then I realized after all of those tears, the only thing I lost in that relationship, whatever you want, situation, the only thing I lost in that really was my focus and my path. I lost my way. That's what I lost. I lost my way dealing with someone who was unappreciative of me. It's so important when you're a person who is reliable, when you're a person who is giving, when you're a person who is caring. It is so important, so important, guys. If you're like an empathetic person, or anything like that, if you're that type of person, make it your goal to only surround yourself with people who will appreciate what you do for them. They don't have to necessarily do everything back for you, because essentially us, we don't seek the same thing back in return. But it's like just the appreciation, just the respect, the honesty, the transparency. um and I'm gonna just say this real quick. We laugh at Will and Jada's relationship. We laugh at it. I completely don't agree with the fact that they stepped out in their marriage and had sex with other people. I don't agree with that. But we laugh at, a lot of people laugh at their partnership, but their partnership is actually very strong, because something that they share is this transparency. A lot of the time you see relationships and you see a man lying to his girlfriend and telling the truth to some side chick. It's an insult. A lot of the time you see a guy, leading leading a person on, leading them astray, telling lies to protect their feelings. For me, the way I'm wired, lying to me is not going to protect anything. Lying to me is the most danger that you can put yourself in, essentially. Like, as far as like how I'm going to respond to it, like a lie is a big, that's the issue now. I can take the truth, but what you cannot do is essentially be like, okay, well, I've been lying for 20 years, and now on year 20, I've decided I'll tell you the truth now. So you should not be upset. No, because you kept it from me. That's still lying. So, yeah, the truth is, in a real relationship, the truth is, and loving your partner is when men have to understand, most men are weak in the flesh, and most women are too. But if you have a true relationship, a true partnership, you come to your partner and you say, listen, I have this urge to do this. I have this urge. I feel like I'm going to cheat, or I feel like I'm going to step out in our relationship. And as crazy as it sounds to a lot of y'all, Real true partners would say, let's sit down and talk about this and let's really get into this issue and decide what we're going to do. Rather than going and having a situation with somebody else and then being like, when they get caught, being like, yeah, I own up to it. That's not, because that means that if you never got caught, there would be 5 kids on the side. Essentially, yeah. You would be living a double life forever, as long as you don't get caught. Or I would be blindsided with the news. No. Like, transparency is, I will say it is only for the person that you want, but it's very important. It's very important. That's how some people are able to remain friends after their relationship, because they were transparent with one another and they had those conversations and they decided, well, I don't want to continue the relationship, but I respect you so much for telling me how you feel rather than stepping out on me. That means more than anything. But back to her story and everything like that. She did realize that essentially he was nothing and he did not deserve any more of her time. She did feel a little, she felt a lot of pain, a sharp pain, for the fact that she laid down with someone who thought of her as nothing. It is a disgusting feeling. You want to scrub your skin off your body. Like, especially for a demisexual person, it's disgusting to feel like you did that, with someone who thought of you that way as nothing to them. It's like one of the worst ways that you could feel. Like, for me, it's a terrible feeling, but yeah, it feels like you, it's like a violation, because it's like you can't put this idea, you know what I'm saying, and what type of person I am. It's not like you didn't know and then I just hit you with this and said, oh my God, I thought. No, you knew what type of person you were dealing with, and you made that decision to, just because of what you wanted. That is, like, that's disgusting. It's selfish. It's hurtful. It's not cool to use somebody like that. There's so many people in this world who are okay with casual intercourse. There are so many people who are okay with, one night stands and, friends with benefits. There's so many people. It's 2020. It's not like, come on. We're not in the 60s. Like, there are so many people who are cool with that. You don't even have to lie to them. There's people who you can just be like, hey, this is what I want. But you're so selfish that you felt that you deserve somebody who don't sleep with everybody, right? You felt that you deserve somebody who was exclusive. So you said, I don't want to go sleep with, the person who's sleeping with all the other guys. I want, the exclusivity. I want the exclusive one. But I know that the exclusive one has feelings attached. And I don't give a shit if she crashes and burns. And I know that the exclusive one had struggles with depression, struggles with past trauma of things similar to this. But I don't care if after I get what I want, after I get my nut off, I don't care if she crash and burn. I don't care if she loses her sanity and jumps off of a bridge. I could care less as long as I got my nut. Essentially, that's the vibe that was given. I do not care what happens. I'm going to get what I want for as long as I want. And when I'm done, I'm done. And I don't care how she feels about it. And I'm going to lie and I'm going to gas everything up for as long as possible. And I'm going to continue to feed this idea that I love her and that I care for her and that she's this and that to me and all of this stuff. All while saying, I can't necessarily have a relationship because I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. I have to work on myself. Knowing I'm not even working on myself because I'm still trying to be the same old bitch ass nigga. I'm still trying to be the same nigga, the same player. I'm still trying to, scam. I'm still trying to swindle bitches into thinking something that's not true. I'm still living that lifestyle. That's still me. But I'm going to tell her that I'm working on me. I'm going to tell her that I'm working on me. I'm going to tell her that I can't give her what she wants because I'm not in the space for it. When really, I've begun talking to someone that I'm interested in. And so I'm getting my emotional fix from her. And I'm using this one for sex. Fuck it. I know how she views this interaction. I know how she views, especially with me, being that we had something. But I don't care. I don't care because all that matters is me, and all that matters is what I get out of it, and all that matters is what I want, essentially, is what he was feeling and how he was moving. And that is something that he has to work on within himself. And most people who if another person other than me was used like this, they would say, well, I hope that the worst happens. Well, me, I'm not going to wish the worst. I hope, because I know the karma that comes with things like this. I know what it looks like. And I just hope it does not come to him, because I know for a fact that this person can't handle the depth of that pain that's going to come. I know they can't handle it. And so for that reason, I genuinely hope that they don't experience it. I do. I hope they don't. Because, and no, I'm not getting no revenge on nobody. No. I'm not getting no revenge on nobody. Never. I would never get revenge. What I did was I made a decision with myself. I stared myself in the mirror, and I made a decision. Are you going to mope around over this situation, over somebody who clearly used you, did not care about you, so did not add nothing to your life, never done nothing for you? So essentially, they never even put effort into the relationship. You carried the relationship. They didn't do anything for you in the relationship. They didn't do nothing for you. So essentially, are you going to sit up here? You're going to mope around over this man? Are you going to sit up here and you're going to mope around over this guy? Or are you going to get up tomorrow? Tomorrow's a Monday. Okay? Are you going to get up on Monday and go back to what you were doing before you let this devil energy back into your life? Are you going to go back onto schedule? Are you going to get your stuff together and go after everything that you need? There will be other men. You're still beautiful. You're still worthy. There will be other opportunities. Are you going to let this rejection diminish you? Or are you going to get up and you're going to use your pain in order to get ahead in life? Are you going to I don't like how that sounded, to get ahead. No. But are you going to use your pain as motivation more so? Are you going to use that as fuel to your fire? And I choose, being that I know that all ties are cut, being that I know that I'm done and this person will never get close to me again. I would never trust this person again in my life. I would never trust anybody like that person again in my life. And it's taught me a valuable lesson that rejection is not always instant. Some people are too cowardly, too weak. That's very true. That's very true, Valley Queen. That's very true. Like, are you going to allow someone who's too weak to even say their true feelings to a woman, to break you down? A man who added nothing to you, who was basically a child. No, I'm not. I'm not going out like that. I'm not. I had a lot of, pain behind this. I had a lot of heartbreak behind this, but I refuse to allow this to kill me. Like, what? No. I had a lot of pain behind it. I had, inner conflicts I'm still dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of like looking at myself as, how could you do this? But then again, I didn't know. And then again, I have to forgive myself. I forgive myself. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit up here and shame myself and break myself down because of something that somebody else did, because they hate themselves so much that they couldn't value the person that loved them. No, no. It's clear to me that he has some sort of self-hate going on inside, which is why, he has said things like, oh, I don't want someone who's nice to me. I want someone to say like, fuck you or something. Like, he said some stupid shit like that once. And I just thought to myself, like, you really hate yourself. You really hate yourself. If I compliment this person, they don't believe that I'm saying the truth. If I tell this person that I love them, they don't believe it to be true because they don't love their self. And I'm allowing that to fucking leak onto me? No. I choose to get up. I choose to still take care of my skin. I choose to still take care of my hair. I choose to still take care of my body. I choose to do the things that I love, even when it hurts to do so, because I know that in the end, I'm going to get past this. I know that in the end, I'm going to be all right. I spent this entire course of this, really the entire relationship, in pain and agony, being betrayed, being backstabbed, having this negative energy on me. I had to stop reading because I did not want the negative energy that I had going on to reflect onto somebody else. I made that decision. I lost a strand of income because of this. Attempted to work on myself for the devil to come back around. You will never come back again. I promise you that. So whether what was said was meant or whether what was said, whatever, never. And I just pray to God that I never see this person again. Whatever changes I have to make, I will work it out. I will work it out. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm not letting this take me. I'm not letting it take me. It hurts. I felt the need to share this so that, for those of you who haven't experienced, like, or even if you have experienced it, to remind you to keep your eyes open and to beware. Men are hunters. I always say this. And at the end of the day, if a man wants you, especially a man with a zodiac sign that is ruled by Mars, which is one of the most masculine planets, okay? The most masculine planet, does not put in the effort for you, you let that man go because it's somebody else that he wants that he can't get, and he's using you as a placeholder. Do you understand? You leave him the fuck alone and you let that be that. Do not waste the time that I wasted on this person. Do not give your grace and your love and your your body and your soul and your emotions to somebody who does not appreciate you. They're busy appreciating something that don't want nothing with them and treating you like garbage. A man is going to always uphold and value anything and anyone that they care about. And nothing will come between that. Nothing will come between that. They will never let another woman embarrass her. They will never embarrass her themselves. They will never let another man, nobody, come between that. They would even check their own best friend about that person. You understand? If they love her. Check their best friend that been there longer than them. And it goes vice versa for women. So don't ever think that when a person is giving you less than what you deserve, that, oh, maybe they've gone through this. Don't make no excuse for them. And if they have gone through something that they need to work out, you leave them the fuck alone so that they can work that out on their own, because it's not your fault. And you don't have to take that off of them. I've been through hell. Never did I take out anything that I've been through on that person. And not to weigh and measure pain, but I've been through more than them. Never took it out on them. Never took it out on them. I never brought that energy into this relationship. And they brought so many energies that I never even, like, what the fuck, where did this come from to me? Singing songs out loud about a girl playing them. And I'm just like, who the fuck played you? Because it wasn't me. Taking shit out on me that another person did. Go be with her. Go deal with her. Get out my face. Because I didn't do nothing to you. Period. Like, what? No. Get you a man that is responsible. Okay? Get you a man that's reliable. Reliability is the first sign of a nigga that's about to waste your time. If a nigga's unreliable, he is about to waste your time. Period. If you say you're meeting somewhere at a certain time and he don't have a yes or a no for you, he never got a yes or a no for you, or he never got time, or oh my God, I couldn't make it, let that nigga go. Let it go. Because I'm telling you, you are only going to have regret in the end. And if you've already learned that lesson, you're only going to relearn a lesson that you, for what? No lesson is worth learning twice. It's not worth it. Like, from jump, I knew that this person was unreliable, and it still stands. In the end, it still stood. The person, let me tell y'all what this person told me. He told me that because I wanted to see him, that, mind you, I don't want to bring up exes, but anybody that's ever been with me, anybody that's ever been friends with me, I'm known for being a little bit distant. I'm known for being like that. And I don't always want to be up under people. I like my me time. He told me I was being clingy. I'm not even a clingy human being. Of course, you show affection to your significant other because that's what human beings do. Aquarians are the most distant of the damn zodiac, and they still show love and affection to whoever they're dating and they're into. Do you understand? This motherfucker told me that I was too clingy because I wanted to see them after 20 something days. Interesting. Like, but did I say you were too clingy when you wanted to see me after quarantine just so that you can fuck me and tell me that, oh, I don't want a relationship? No. Okay then, right? Like, and on the flip side, I'm not sticking around to see it. You understand? I'm not sticking around and waiting to find out. On the flip side, that same person will probably end up with somebody else who they want and be with the person every single day. So don't let nobody tell, like, if it's something that you want, don't even settle for it. To be honest with y'all, like, I thought I had all the lessons in relationships. I really did think I did. I really did. I thought so because I've had enough relationships. But I'm going to tell y'all something. At first, I was thinking this was pointless. I don't know why this happened. This was a valuable ass lesson because this went to show me that never, I'm a Taurus, okay? And I don't like change. So usually we stay in situations and deal with people that we shouldn't. And let me tell you something. It taught me to release. It taught me to release. That's what it taught me. If something is not what I need for my soul, I'm going to let it be. This taught me I would never again in life base nothing off of potential. I will never again in life base nothing off of, oh, we'll give it more time. You got a limited amount of time. You got a limited amount of time, and you got only one time to show that you're reliable. You got only one time to show that you're loyal. You got only one time to show your faith. Okay? And you break any of those, you're out. You're gone. I will continue to have a heart. I will continue to love. I will continue to, maturity taught me that. Anyways, I will continue to love. I will continue to give my all in situations. Um, but I will never give people what they don't deserve from me again. Again. Ever. Ever. And this hurt me, but at the end of the day, there's some people out in the world that had to go through 20 men to find this out. There's some people that had to go get to their 40s to find this out. There's some people that had to, it took them longer. So I'm gonna thank God, and I'm gonna take it as a blessing. I'm really gonna take it as a lesson and a blessing, and a learning experience more than anything. Because honestly, oh, what is this? Because honestly, you know, I'm better than this, I know that I'm better than this. You hear yourself? I'm gonna lie. No, you're retarded. You're slow. You're slow. You're stupid and slow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I told you I was on live, but you still talking. What is wrong with you, you dumb bitch? You right here. Fucking 5 feet away from this shit. You was a lazy ass fucking bitch. And I don't even know how to change the shit from the fucking thing. Talking about some fucking stupid shit. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Bro, I don't know what to remote out here. No, I can't record it. You don't let me record it. I don't know what this shit is. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop calling my name. This shit is mad annoying. Girl, I just said no. I just said no. I just said no. Stop fucking asking me shit. I don't know where the fucking remote is at. Damn, leave me the fuck alone. I don't know where it is. I looked. Y'all heard me screaming? Tell me. Oh my God. Y'all heard me screaming my head off in the background? Well, commercial break. That was the commercial. Because this girl over here asking me shit. And I told her I was on live and she's screaming. Okay, y'all, this is my incense. I don't know. I love fire. But I'm gonna have to blow this out before I don't want the alarm to be going off and shit. Anyways, some of these incense, I don't know which is which. Some of them is for blessings. Some of them is for wealth, health, different things, all positive things, stuff like that. Oh shit. I got a lot that I pulled out for today. Cause I didn't burn no incense yesterday and I was just like, what am I doing? But what was I gonna say? What I'm working on now, usually I'm easy to forgive people, but because of what happened and the toll that it took on me, because of the toll that, this whole situation has taken or whatever, I'm a little hesitant to forgive him for what he did. And when I say forgive him, I'm not saying like I'm gonna talk to him again or nothing like that. I'm just talking about like the forgiveness as far as, accepting what happened and just really moving forward from everything. That's really what I'm talking about when I say forgiveness. Um, it's a little difficult. I'm having my struggle with forgiving him because, this was somebody I was intimate with. And, I don't just have sex with people. I don't just do things like that. That's not me. And to feel used, that's a painful feeling for me. It took a lot for me to go that far with you, to only to get used. Of course, it's going to take me some time for that forgiveness to come through. But I I'm going to work, I'm working on it every day to learn to forgive someone who used me. It's like something's wrong with this candle. It wouldn't light. Anyways, y'all, cuz it's 3 over there, 3 wicks. So, but yeah, I just I definitely want to forgive. Um and I know some of my friends tell me I shouldn't forgive him. I should leave him to die or some shit somebody said. Um my friends can be, you know, I'm like the angel, like I'm like the don't sentence him to death, and then my other friends are like shoot him, burn him, like my other friends are like I'm sorry, y'all. It's a lot of commercial breaks, but all right. So I'm back, and like I was saying, I'm gonna try to forgive because it's forgiveness is very, it's very important to me. I've forgiven myself, which is usually the hardest thing to do, but now I have to forgive him, for what he did to me. Um, and I hope that God forgives him. I do, because what he did was just like a real demonic thing, and he allowed his flesh to get him into some shit, which I don't. It's like you're that weak, you know what I'm saying, in the flesh. But yeah, he allowed for that to happen. So I don't know why this is not. I'm using like an abalone shell to burn my incense. Um, and they're just not sitting up the way that I want them to. So it's a little annoying for me. But yeah, I had to burn my incense, for vibes and stuff. But yeah. Whew. So that's what happened, y'all, with the whole rejection. Oh, I had to say something else about rejection. But y'all can hear me, right? Because I can't tell with this mic. I can't tell. But this mic is so beautiful. Like, look how beautiful it is. I have this like sticker with my name on it, and I don't know if I'm gonna put it on my mic or what, but I think I should just put it on my mic right here. This mic is so beautiful. I don't know. I'm obsessed. Y'all, comment and tell me if you can hear me. I can't hear myself, that's for sure. because I had the headphone in and I couldn't hear myself for nothing. But I don't know. This is, I can hear myself now. I couldn't hear myself at first because I was like, I had it like so low and stuff. But now I can hear myself. I like hearing my own voice. Okay, so what was I saying? My last little comment about, and y'all can ask me questions. Like, I want y'all to actually ask me questions. And I had something to say about something that Tia said about the whole, like, you got to play the game to win or something like that. I'm going to touch on that right now. But y'all could write questions in the comments, like anything. It doesn't even have to be about rejection, but if y'all want like relationship advice, anything, I will give you the advice. I'm pretty good with it. Or, you know, if y'all want to know like something about somebody, just ask and I will tell you. I should do like a little, okay guys, like just for the spirit of this video, I think I'm gonna do like a quick little read. I can give y'all a 3-card read. I think I could work that out. I don't know. But y'all let me know if y'all want me to do like a 3-card oracle read, like past, present, future. Let me know and I will do it while we're still on this live. But it has to be on the topic of personal growth, career, or love. I can do personal growth, career, or love. And the only reason I'm doing readings again, guys, is because like I think my energy is actually on a high. So because of this, I can do it again. I've gotten back my ability. You see how when you let things go, you get blessed. But okay, we can do the readings, but y'all like ask me any questions that y'all might have. And for those of y'all who are like new to, and I've never done a reading on YouTube. I usually do it on Instagram. But for those of y'all who've never, you know, known that I do readings, how I do it, tarot. I'm not doing tarot. I'm doing oracle. I'm not, you know, because I have to do a whole full situation with the tarot. But I'm gonna do the oracle. But listen, this is my one disclaimer. Do not tell me your situation that you want me to be reading on. All you have to tell me is the topic I'm doing. So whether it's something you want to inquire about love, you could ask me like a vague question like, does he love me? You know, is he the one? Is she the one? What else? We can do you can even be as vague as, is this for me? And I will figure out what it is you're talking about. If you're talking about a job or whatever. So, but do not give me information. Like, don't be like, oh, my boyfriend has been cheating and da-da-da. Can you tell me like if he really loved me? Because now it's a little biased because you done told me that he cheated. And now I'm thinking like, he can't be for you, you know? So let's not add any shit into the mix. Let's just, you know, be very vague and I'll figure it out. What was I gonna say? I think my video for tomorrow, because I don't really have a video for tomorrow, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I have like a partial vlog. I don't think it's long enough for me to do a video. Because I want to like vlog some other stuff before I post it as a video. I'm gonna just do another live tomorrow. But tomorrow's live is gonna be, damn, I want to tell y'all an exact time because just make sure the notifications are on for my channel. It'll tell you because I'm going to post it as an upcoming stream because I'm going to do a stream. And there I'll do like readings. Like it'll be all about readings. But for right now, whoever wants a reading, I'll do a reading. And whoever has a question, I'll answer the question. So you can leave the question. And as y'all are writing y'all questions or telling me that you want a reading in the comments, I will finish up, you know, my closing statements on the rejection situation. So the reason I shared all of this with you guys, as personal as it is and as recent as it is, and painful, I shared it with you guys because I just feel like it's important as women, even as men. I want men to take this into consideration as well, because women do it. They say, "Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I have this going on. Oh, yeah." But really, it's that they don't really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to like really be careful with the people that you allow into your life. I want you to be very skeptical about the people that you allow into your life. And I'm not telling you to not allow people in, but you have to make sure that they're hitting certain marks. Nobody has to be perfect. Everybody deserves a little patience, but you got to weigh and measure, who are you being patient for? Who are you allowing into your life? Who are you sacrificing for? Will they sacrifice for you? Because there's some people in this world you sacrifice for, and they'll turn around and say, well, I never asked you to do that. Some people are like that, and they are dead serious, like when they say that, and they dead don't care. Like, there's people like that. So if you got to know what kind of person you are, and you got to decide what kind of people you want around you. I don't care how beautiful, how soft her hair is, like how fabulous this girl that you're interested in is. I don't care how big her puff is. She might have a puff, but hers might be like, oh my God, like the most beautiful puff you ever seen. It might have different colors in it. She might be a vibe. Okay. She might be a real vibe. Okay. I might even say she a vibe. She might have her crystals. Okay. She might have her chakra, right? But if she's telling you, I'm gonna be here on this day, and then she's calling you like, oh, I couldn't make it. Now, the first time you could be like, all right, she probably has something going on. Now that dragging to the second time, yeah, no. Now you gotta fall back. Now you gotta fall back a little bit. Now you gotta treat her a little different, because you gotta be like, nah, sis, like you dubbed me 2 times. I don't care. Is your chakra really right? Like, I can't, you gotta be very exclusive with yourself. You can't just give people all of you, and they haven't given you nothing. And I essentially fell into that hole because I fell into that hole because I felt like, I would think, because I always say this, y'all. I'm a Taurus sun. If you're into astrology, you'll understand about risings and moons and things like that. Oh, I can't wait to get my nails. I'm gonna be clicking. But you'll know about risings and moons if you're really into astrology, or when you get into it. But your rising is essentially who people meet. That's, your personality, essentially. The sun is like your soul, I would say. Like, the moon is like your emotions, how you handle your emotions, how you, how much you cry. Now, if you got a Pisces moon, you probably a crybaby, or a Cancer moon, you probably a crybaby. But now I have a Libra moon and a Libra rising, and I'm a Taurus sun. So that alone is going to tell you I don't really get along with myself on the inside a little bit, because I have one part of me that's practical. The Taurus is like the head honcho. The Taurus sun is just like, well, we have got to get these goals done. We have to organize everything. This has to be clean. That has to be clean. We can't have this like that. Oh, I don't like the shape of that. Very, like, I don't really like that person. But then the Libra's like, give them a chance. And the Libra's like, let's have a little fun. Let's have a little adventure. You never know. You got to live. And then the Taurus is like, sis, that doesn't add up. That's not going to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? So I have that little, that's me. But I'm actually happy with that makeup, because I feel like, well, it allows me to be a little fun. But then I always come back to reality with the Taurus sun, and I always gather myself together. The Libra moon, it makes me a little confused and conflicted with my feelings often, and I don't know really what to do. And I'm that friend that asks my friends, even though I have all the answers, I still come to my friends. I'm like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I eat this? Should I eat that? I'm always like that. That's the Libra in me. But yeah. So, and I know I probably said that a million times, but y'all get the picture. But yeah, I definitely just wanted to talk about this because it's so important. I wrote something on Twitter once. I locked my Twitter because I don't know, I'd be ashamed of my emotional rants. But okay. Let me see. On my Twitter, I have to read it exact to y'all because y'all gotta get this message. This is a word. Um I wish it was in light mode. I don't want the dark mode right now. Settings. Let's see if I can change it. Content. See, I don't even know like where to go to change it from dark mode to light mode. Okay, I don't know. So I'm gonna just read y'all the thing really quick. And it says, okay. Okay, here we go. June 22nd, I wrote this. And it says, it's important to take your time, but don't waste your time. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on a double screen so that I could see like myself while I'm talking and the post. Because yeah, I need to see both. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all should be able to see me and the thing, right? So it says, it's important to take your time, but don't waste your time and energy somewhere on someone or something that is stagnant or doesn't feed your soul. It's important to remember that just as we are giving, we are also receiving. Reciprocity. Period. Now, when I ended up having to heal from this whole situation, like I had to, it's funny because I had to read my own tweets. I had to read my own diary. I had to read my own Tumblr page and my own poems to heal myself. It's a good thing though. It's a good thing, but that I was able to heal myself like that. But oh my God, my eye. Okay. It's a good thing I was able to heal myself in that way, but you know, at the same time it's like, girl, the answers were there for you all along and you still, you know, kind of took the wrong, I'm trying to move this over. You still took the wrong turn, you know? Now, who's still in here? Let me know who's still in here and let me know if you need a reading. If you have a situation that you want to address, whatever it is, whatever it could be, tell me. If you guys need a personal reading, and I'm, you know, once I start doing tarot on YouTube, I'm probably not going to do personals anymore. I'm not going to really do personals anymore because I'm going to be like channeling so much energy, so many different people. So, guys, let me know. I have this crystal here. My rose quartz. And green aventurine. They say that this is supposed to like keep you grounded and really keep your emotions balanced and things like that. And I think it does. I think it does. It's like shaped like an egg. So I think of like, you know, birth, new life, things like that. But yeah. Guys, you're not talking. I don't want like the vibe to die. I probably should like turn this live out and then do a new one for the reading so it can be separate because it's been 2 hours. But then again, I don't mind. Either way works. Let me see. I don't really want to carry this, but Let's build some. I don't even know who's in here. I can't believe y'all heard me screaming. I dead tried to mute it. But hey, it is what it is. It's life. Oh, I was about to say this bitch. Oh. Oh my god, like I feel like I need more people on here. What time is it? Y'all, I'm about to do readings. I should make another one, or I should do it tomorrow. I don't see your comments. Mm-hmm. Y'all, see, I'm gonna do Kiara's when she comes back, but you guys are not saying nothing. You're not giving me a vibe. Who wants a reading? Y'all don't have to be afraid to get a reading. Like, unless you're one of those people who don't want like all of your business put on on this live, because I know that a lot of people don't believe in it, or a lot of people don't believe that it's possible for me to read what's going on with you. I do have that ability. Okay, let me see. All right. Do you want it to be on love, career, or personal growth? See, I don't want to make like a I don't want to make like a new what you call it? I don't want to make a new, like tomorrow I don't want to do like a live on readings, because I'm not sure. Okay, personal. I'm not sure if I'm going to have like enough people, and that's the thing, like, and that's why I'm just like, I don't want to, that's why I'd rather just like submerge it into this live than to put it into tomorrow, because I don't know like how many people is going to actually want a reading, and stuff like that. And I'm not really prepared yet to do the whole energy of a sign. I don't want to do that yet. So yeah. Okay, so personal, I'm going to do an oracle reading using my favorite oracle deck, which is, if it was love, I would have used Whispers of Love, but I'm going to use my favorite oracle deck in the whole wide world, which is, no, the moon one is my favorite too, but Wisdom of the Oracle, my favorite. They always see this red box when I do readings. When I do oracle readings, anyway. Okay. All right, y'all. So, oh, and guys, like the video, All your likes matter. All your likes matter. All likes matter, guys. Wait, let me see. I mean, I'm not gonna be on live for too much longer, so I don't know if I want to share it on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook, but why not? And I'm shuffling the cards until I feel the right card. Let me see. I'm just about to share this post with them. Shareable link. Let me see. Video link. Well, I hope it don't repeat back to me what I'm doing. Oh, this isn't the one. Where's the shareable link? YouTube is supposed to give me like a thing to like, oh, okay. See, I be moving like an old lady sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I be moving like I'm 100 years old. Okay. So it's posted. You know, and then if I get some people today, then maybe I'll be like, okay, sure, I'll do the live tomorrow. But if not, I will just, construct a video create a video for tomorrow. But yeah. She said, I don't know who this person is. What? Look, y'all, I'm so nosy. I'm like in people's business while I'm doing this. Okay, so tell me what's going on. I don't know your name. Chin. Oh, this girl, this whole time I didn't know that was you. Nah, I'm screaming because this whole time I did not know that was you. Is that Chin like the Scorpio queen? Wait, because no, like this whole time I thought you was somebody else. I'm like, oh, this is somebody new. Like I'm thinking you somebody that found me on here, girl. So you know who I was talking about in the reading. LOL, a joke. In the reading, I mean in the video. Okay. I just don't feel it yet, so that's why I'm not pulling the card yet. Y'all know I be taking forever to pull because I have to feel it. I don't like to do them half readings. So tell me what's going on. Any personal advice, any energies for Chi, because I call you Chi. Oh, this one jumped out. First card. It came upside down, but we don't really do upside down with this. First card is breathe. Breathe. That means that you've been, I'm gonna get into it, and that's the past. So we doing past, present, and moving forward. So that means that right now you're doing a lot. You must be making yourself very busy, running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to figure everything out, overthinking, probably. I get the feeling that this is not in regards to any relationship. I think this is in regards to your own personal life. And I think that you just feel like almost as if like you're running out of time. And you feel like you should be doing more than what you're doing right now. You feel like, in a sense, you're being lazy. The second card is a loyal heart. Okay. So Don't tell me nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm gonna pull this together when I get the last card. Loyal heart. I don't know what I'm really feeling towards that card right now. Could be a friendship. I don't know. I don't sense like that this has really any much to do with a relationship. I'm sensing this is like a personal decision that you're trying to make. And it's causing you some sort of anxiety. It could either be that you're moving around a lot, that you're overthinking your current circumstance and you feel like you need to be doing more with your life, like I said before, or it could be that you are having an inner conflict with yourself as to whether you have chosen the right friends in your life. Or I don't sense family. I was gonna say it, but I don't really sense that. So I would say probably in regards to a friendship, things are probably just feeling weird. Maybe feeling like y'all aren't as close as before. Something it's something like that I'm getting, because I don't really feel. No, I can't even say that I feel it's a relationship because it's not giving me that energy. It's giving me like you trying to make your life over. You trying to start all over again or something like that. But the last card is going to tell me though. And I still just don't feel like I have the right one. So just still shuffling. But they made a fake page of my twin. For what? And they put her her cover photo as Muhammad Ali. Like what? What y'all got going on? Oh. Okay, the Fates. This is an interesting combination because I've never gotten these three cards together. I actually get the same combo for a lot of people. The Fates, okay. Maybe it does have a little tiny bit to do with a relationship. I don't think it's a relationship. I think it's like a crush kind of thing. That might be what it is. Because the Fates is like, it leans toward love a little bit. So, but I don't know why they put Muhammad Ali as her cover photo. Like what? They got a lot going on Facebook. That's why I don't really be engaging with Facebook. And I have like the most people who interact with me on Facebook, but I try to stay away from Facebook because it can get really out of hand on that app. Like it's a lot of crazies on there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just, for the Fates, I have to look at the meaning, because I have a lot of oracle decks and you can't remember everything in an oracle. You can remember everything in tarot, but not an oracle. So I just have to double check the meaning of the Fates again to make sure I'm not bugging. 17. Okay. But like I said before, with the first two cards though, I definitely feel like breathe is definitely saying that you need to take a moment and you need to breathe. But being that that's the past card, I would say that you've probably been running around like a chicken with your head cut off. That's what the first thing that I imagine. And Loyal Heart is giving me very much like, I want to stay true to this, but then I also want to move forward. It's giving me that type of energy, like you're torn with something, and it's causing you back to breathe. It's causing you some sort of like anxiety. Before I read the meaning of Fates, I mean, I partially know the meaning, but before I read the personal meaning of Fates, I definitely want to say what I feel for your reading. The Fates is meaning is probably just to assure you that everything is going to work itself out and you need to chill out. You need to chill out and do what it is that you feel you need to do. Might be a hard decision because you're a loyal person, good-hearted person. You might feel like, you're having a little conflict with somebody and they're interrupting your peace, which is causing you anxiety, possibly with the breathe. But if they are causing you some sort of anxiety, some sort of stress, and you are having this debate whether you should cut them off, the answer is you should cut them off. That's the answer. And the Fates is saying, well, if they are meant to be your friend, they will come around and y'all will work it out, period. Like it's going to work itself out regardless if it's meant to work. If not, y'all won't. And if y'all don't, then it wasn't meant to happen. So, okay, so basically the personal meaning and everything like that is, like I said, listen, I'm gonna literally read it to you. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your control, beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation, seemingly thrust upon you, outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. So, like I said, if it's meant to work, it's gonna work. If it's not, then it's not. And if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right for a reason. I'm not gonna even get too deep into like reading the rest of it because, yeah. So you know your situation, you know what's going on with you. But what I'm gonna say is what I'm feeling is with the breathe, I'm 100% set on what I just said 5 times. I'm 100% set on the idea that you have been overthinking. You have been definitely running around with the chicken like their head cut off. Probably not in a literal sense, but you're literally your thoughts are going 100 miles a minute, and you're sitting up there thinking like, oh my God, this is not right. That's not right. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like you feel not overwhelmed, but you feel you could be doing more. And because of this, you're not doing more, but you're thinking more. And when you're thinking more, you're stressing yourself more. And that is going to create some sort of like anxiety. That's going to create stress. And so whenever we see this card in a reading at any time, breathe. That means that you need to take a moment. You need to meditate. You need to, kumbaya, sis. You need to woosah. That's what you need to do. Serenity. Like my caption, okay? You got to calm it down. You got to chill out. You're young. You have time. And with loyal heart, it's definitely, whenever people get this sign, this card, it always tells me that they are a very loving, a very giving person. And I already know you to be that kind of person. So this is true. But I get the feeling that maybe, I just thought about something else. Maybe it's not that you're having a conflict with somebody. Maybe it's that you are putting yourself aside and you are so busy doing stuff for other people. Okay, it could be family, it could be friends. Maybe you're so busy trying to be their rock, but you're not grounding yourself. So essentially, you're stretching yourself thin in all of these areas. Okay, so I'm thinking that you're stretching yourself thin in a lot of areas. I'm thinking that, but I'm still back to the other idea. I do think you're stretching yourself thin. That's true. That might be true. Yeah. But the message that is the strongest in this reading is most definitely going to be the fact that you are exactly where you need to be in life. And you just have to accept. You have to accept where you are. You have to accept what you cannot control. And you have to just allow for God, for spirit, whoever, you have to trust that God is going to work it out, basically. And in due time, everything will be as you want it to be. So don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress yourself about, oh my God, if I'm not there for this person, I'm not there for that person like I always am, they're going to hate me and we're not going to be friends anymore. Don't think that. Or, my family, they're going to feel like I'm not shit, for not being there for them. Don't think that. Sometimes you got to give yourself time, and there's a right way to do that. You can just let them know, listen, I need to work on me for right now. I have a lot going on within, and I just want to take a step back, and I just want to be alone. If you feel like you need more personal time, and being that you are a Scorpio, like, I know that's important to y'all. I know that that's important to Scorpios, that y'all have that time to yourself. Y'all have that time to breathe and to just, reset, because y'all are very private people, and y'all don't really have someone to, y'all don't really vent. Y'all usually are the ones that people vent to. And because of that, you Y'all need that private time. I don't even know how to really describe it. I know this about Scorpios. Y'all need y'all private time. It's important. And sometimes people take it as, oh, you don't like me, you don't care about me, and they want to be up under you. But really for you, it's just like, I just need my space, so I can, recharge, reset. So if it's that, definitely take that advice and just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, getting sleep. If you're doing anything like taking a class or something like that, or doing anything that's overworking you, or even if you're not doing anything at the moment and you just feel like you are not where you need to be in life, take a moment, breathe. Take a moment and breathe. Breathe. Okay? Relax. Take a day and don't do anything and don't think about it. You have the determination to get it done. You have the determination to go after your goals. You will get there. You will become the person that you want to be. You just have to take a moment first. It's very important that you meditate. It's very important that you take that time to yourself again. And the answers will be brought to you. Once you take that time to yourself and you feel recharged, then you slowly but surely make the steps. You write down your plan and what you want to do. Get a planner, do something like that. That way it's not just overwhelming you. And you have the goals in front of you. That's what I had to do. You have the goals in front of you, and you can sit there and be like, okay, this is what I work on today. This is what I work on tomorrow. And you progress. And always know that, this is actually a beautiful card to be the last card, but everything happens for a reason. And that has to do with today's conversation too. Everything happens for a reason. If you lose a friend because you took time to yourself, what does that mean? They was not your friend in the first place. You don't have to explain why you need time to yourself. You don't have to explain why you want to be alone. People who love you will understand that. I literally went missing. Do you understand? I literally disappeared on everybody. I literally took my SIM card out my phone. And my friends who love and care for me, when I came back, they understood. They asked what was going on, but they understood. So don't think because you need time to yourself to unplug that it's selfish, because it's not. It's not. It's needed. So, yes. And on your goals, everything's going to work itself out. So, that's the short reading that I have for you. Obviously, if I did tarot, if I pulled, a whole full cards, I would have exact details. But it's definitely both of those situations, I feel. Definitely something with friends or / family and you being there for them. And also, you needing, that personal time, and you needing to chill out with this overthinking on your goals and where you need to be in life. Can't believe I left my air on this entire time. Now I'm cold. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do something tomorrow. Speaking of readings, I'm about to watch a reading myself from one of my favorite readers. He's always spot on. This other reader I used to like, because I don't like doing my own. I think it's kind of a taboo. I only do it in emergencies, but I'm gonna watch his and I'm gonna see what he's saying I need to do, because you're welcome. And thank you guys for staying loyal and watching my channel and engaging in the conversation and everything like that. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot to me. And hopefully, when I have a bunch of subscribers and everything like that, we can look back on these very meaningful times and meaningful videos, and I'm gonna just be look how far I came. Look at where I was at. I got played, but I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly I had to make this video, y'all. I had to, because I just felt and anybody else, if y'all want a reading before I shut this off, because I'm shutting this off at 3 hours. But if any of y'all want a reading, let me know. Please let me know quick, and let me know personal, career, or love. if you're itching to ask like a very specific question about love, the closest thing you can ask me to a specific is, are they the one? That is the most that you can ask me. Other than that, do not ask me nothing too specific, because no. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I had to do this because I just felt like I needed to document kind of my journey. So Snick Talks are kind of like a document of my journey and like where I'm going with everything, with the life. And yeah, so with that being said, that's really all I had to say about the whole rejection topic. I mean, rejection is a blessing though. Rejection is a blessing. And since none of y'all is talking, I'm about to get off. And I will see y'all. What's today? Today is the 4th. So I'm gonna see y'all. I'll see y'all on like 18th, I believe. 18th for Snick Talk. I may or may not go on live tomorrow, but y'all just keep your post notifications on or whatever, and try to like join the lives, because like they're nothing without the viewers. Like the live is nothing without the viewers. Like it's nothing. But yeah. So I'll see y'all on the 18th, and yes, stay blessed. If you guys have any questions, if you guys just end up needing a reading or anything like that, you have my Instagram. If you don't have my Instagram, it's in the description, and you can always contact me for like a personal or whatever the case may be, and I got you. But with that being said, I'm off this. Take care, everybody. Goodbye and good night. Oh, Kiara, you back? I'm gonna have to give you a personal. I'm gonna FaceTime you because I'm ending the live. Take care, guys.